Hey backpackers, this is Juan from Juan Backpacks. I'm here to tell you some really exciting news. We got High Sierra Trail permits. Yes, that's right. We got High Sierra Trail permits for July of 2022. By we, I mean my son who's an adult and one of my good buddies. I went online. Within, I think, 5 minutes, those permits were gone for the day we wanted, but I snagged 3 of those permits. So now we are headed to California again to do the High Sierra Trail this time. Last year we did the John Muir Trail, my son and I. So before I get started on all the topics I wanted to cover right now in this quick video about it, I want to let you know that if you have anything that you want or would like to hear or see a video about in terms of the High Sierra Trail, planning, gear, logistics, whatever it is, food planning, let me know in the comments below and I'll try to do a video about it. I have some ideas of some videos for the High Sierra Trail that I want to do, but I'm always interested in what you want me to do in terms of videos and information. I'm going to create a channel on my, I'm going to create a playlist on my Juan Backpacks YouTube channel. So that you can go in there and get those videos right away. So it should be pretty cool. And I'll develop out those videos over the next probably month or two, something like that. So anyway, give me some ideas below. Give me some ideas. Please, please give me some ideas. So let me jump into what I want to talk about today. I'm going to talk about why we're going to do the High Sierra Trail. I'm going to talk about some general logistics like time frames and things like that. I'm going to talk about some of the videos I plan to do in the future. So let's back up and say, why am I doing this? Well, over the last several years, I've gone out to the Sierra a number of times to do backpacking and fly fishing, and sometimes both. And I've really enjoyed my trips out there. I was going out maybe once to 3 times a year, something like that, over the last probably 4 or 5 years now. I really enjoy it. Enjoy the scenery, enjoy the challenges of the rugged terrain, enjoy the passes. I enjoy the planning to go out into the mountains. Last year, my son and I, we did the John Muir Trail northbound, and that was, we planned it just moving slowly, 10 to 13 miles a day. We did 22 days on trail, actually hiking 24 total days, and it was incredible. I just loved every second of it. The scenery, the ruggedness, the challenges, it was fantastic. And so I really want to get out to the Sierra, more, and I can't get enough of it. And so we looked at, the John Muir Trail last year, we did it. And then this year we were like, okay, maybe we'll go to the Rockies this year. And then I thought, well, we went from south to north in the Sierra, let's go from west to east. And so that's where the idea of the High Sierra Trail came in. So basically some general logistics here. The High Sierra Trail runs from, I think, Crescent Meadow over on the west side of the the Sierra, and then ends at the top of Mount Whitney, which is ironic because the John Muir Trail ends at Mount Whitney as well. We actually started there, but it officially, I guess, ends at Mount Whitney. And so ends at Mount Whitney and we'll exit the portal. I believe that to the summit of Mount Whitney, I believe it's about 72 miles, and then you've got the miles to get out to the portal as well. So I'd have to back up and check my facts on that, but I think that's what it is. So it's going to be, a fairly short trip compared to what we've done before. It's a little bit less than half of what we did last year. And it's going to be, fantastic. What we've got planned actually is 6 days of actual backpacking on trail, and then we've built in 2 days of 0 days on trail. Why did we do that in a 6-day span or 7-day span? I think most people do it in 7 or 8 days. Well, because we want to stop and fish. We're a big time fly fishermen and just all kinds of angling. We love to fish, my son and I both, and my buddy who's going with me. And so we are definitely going to stop on trail, relax a little bit, and just poke around and do some fly fishing along the way. I have the luxury of not being rushed on some of these things that I do. And, I want to take advantage of that. I'm lucky enough to be in that situation, so I want to take advantage of being able to just move slow at my own pace and stop when I want to on these trails. And so that's what we're going to do. Basically 6 days of hiking, 8 days on trail. So that'll be our food plan too, right? And that comes in later. We plan to fly in on the west side of the Sierra, and the first day we arrive, we hope to arrive early enough in our itinerary that we can do our shopping for the food that we'll need on trail. We will likely pack, I always do 8 days plus 1, so we'll likely try to pack 9 days of food just in case we get held up by weather or something along the way. And so we'll probably pack 9 days for 8 days. And then basically we'll do our shopping when we arrive on day 1. Day 2, we will make our way to the park and to the trailhead to pick up our permits. That's the day before we start. And then we'll have our permits. We will camp near the trailhead at a campground, and then we will start on our day that our permit starts. So it's going to be, and we're like, I think I mentioned this, but it's July. We're starting in July. So it's going to be a pretty good, ramp into the trail. A little concerned about the elevation, getting used to the elevation there. Last time I took about 3-4 days to get used to elevation. This will be a little bit shorter time span, but I don't think the elevations are really as drastic as they were when we did the John Muir Trail, because on the 3rd day we did Whitney. so I don't know that I'm as concerned about that for me personally. So that's our general plan. On the 8th day, we're planning to summit Whitney, fast forwarding through the trip. And then so we will likely summit and exit that very same day instead of stopping along the way on the way down to the portal like many people I believe do based on the videos that I've seen and some of the itineraries that I've seen. We'll likely camp the night before our last hiking day at Guitar Lake, get up in the middle of the night, early a.m., and try to get to the top of Mount Whitney for sunrise. And then that will give us plenty of time to exit the portal later that day. So that's kind of the general itinerary. I might come in, if you guys are interested in the video, with some more specifics of how we make decisions on itinerary. It's something I've done a lot of in the past because I've done a lot of self-guided stuff in different states across the United States, and and had to self-supported things where we're planning in food and all that stuff. And so I've done that many times. Some things about the videos I plan to do. Basically, I want to do some gear loadouts. I want to do some specific system videos on, like sleep system and cook system, things like that. I'm big on, clothing systems. I'm big on having very kind of efficient systems that kind of plug and play. And so I'm probably going to do some videos like that. Probably going to do a video on our food because it'll be much different. There's no resupply needed on this trip because it's such a short time frame. I mean, 8 days is not a huge long time on trail. And so there's no real resupply points along the way. And I think it's more than reasonable to be able to carry 8 days of food. When we did the John Muir Trail, we carried 7-8 days of food at times when we did our resupply, and it was no huge deal. A little heavy, but I keep my pack weight low, and so it does make it easier to do that. For this particular trip, I already started my lighter pack list, and my base weight is usually below just under 10 pounds, and I'll put the link to my lighter pack below for the High Sierra Trail, and it'll probably adjust a little bit as I go and get closer to time, but not much. I have it less than a 10-pound base weight, and then what I'm going to do is add to that the BV500, the Bear Vault that's required, the Bear Can required for food storage in the Sierra, and that adds weight. And then I'll add my Tenkara fly rod, fishing rod with a basic fly box, a small foam fly box, and just a couple other little things I need to fish. And that'll pretty much be it. That'll probably put me, 12 pounds plus, like just over 12 pounds, in the range of 12 plus pounds. And so that'll likely be ending up my base weight for the High Sierra Trail. Again, I'll do a video about all this stuff. So that's one thing I'm planning to do. And then I could do videos on logistics and planning if that's something you all are interested in. So as I said before, definitely post up below of any topics that you want to see in reference to the High Sierra Trail. And like I said, I'm going to be creating a playlist, and it'll be here once I post this video, which it is right now. And so if you do have anything, definitely post it below. Until next time, backpackers, get out there and do some hiking, do some backpacking, see some cool stuff, and I will see you on the next video.